Yeah.
He's filming our skirts.
That's too late to wait it out.
This is how we hitchhike and get a ride.
Beautiful. All right, guys, have a good one.
We'll see you when you're
You as well.
Birdie has a question here.
If the trail is a stream, are we aqua blazing below spur?
That is the best question I've heard today. Thank you. I don't know. I tell you what, if you carry all my stuff to the next shelter, I'll let you know there.
Nope.
Hey Pete, where's your raincoat?
I send it back.
Yeah, who needs it? Right?
Yeah.
Nobody needs it. You've got your Prince Purple Rain t-shirt.
That's true. That's true. Once you're wet, you're wet.
Yeah, it's a Purple Rain.
That's right.
Purple rain, purple rain.
Purple rain, baby.
Yeah, that's what we got going today. Thanks, Pete. Yeah, this is something. Okay, kids, Spur here, the Appalachian, coming to you from the Goddard Shelter, and boy, what a night! Yeah, the trail wasn't just a stream. My tent site was a stream, and the stream was my tent site as the water flowed through. And so it had a full house here in the Goddard Shelter, still is this morning, and it's still raining. So we're gonna hit it back to Bennington. We'll see how we do, and I'm gonna keep my camera locked up high and dry, so there won't be much YouTube content creation today, but that's all right. We'll see you down the trail. Okay, kids, this is what is considered type 2 fun. It is definitely not Six Flags Over Texas here today. We're not basking in the sunshine. We're not feeling the cool mountain breeze of Colorado. Yeah, we're in the mud, in the muck of Vermont. Sort of a gumbo of rocks and dirt and leaves and roots and tropical rain. A gumbo. So crawfish pie, mio mayo. Son of a gun, we're having fun down on the bayou right now, man, and with our gumbo. So it's all right. On my way to Bennington, gonna get to sleep in a bed tonight, get my clothes washed, get all dried out, and life will be good here. I would say in about 6 hours, I think, because it's gonna be slow going. Big downhill, a couple ups and downs, and then a big downhill. 10 miles. We'll see how it goes. All right, coming down the trail, I got here, and I started going this way because it's the stream. But actually, that's the trail. So I've become used to this. So I'll go this way instead because this is the AT and the LT and the stream. Well, this is just something. All right, what I was thinking about as I was coming uphill here in the mud and the rain and the muck and the mire. So, last night, well, what's going on here is that we're very close to the beginning of the long trail. Long trail goes the entire length of Vermont from the Massachusetts border up to Connecticut, and it runs together with the AT for 100 miles. And we're in that area right now, and the shelters are spaced out such that every 10, 12 miles, there's a shelter. And so people are, but there's more than that. But people just go, there's just a certain number of shelters and a certain number of spaces in the shelters, and there's a lot of hikers. Now, last night, I think there were 17 people at our shelter that only fit 8, and so that meant there were 9 people in tents as well. And so, but the thing is, you get there, whoever's first, first come, first serve. So I got there, and there was a spot for me, so I set up. But then Tom and Lisa showed up, and Bag Lady and Ash felt like they should have a spot instead of them, and so they gave them their spot. And then, Bag Lady and Ash, the other, they've had a miserable time already for a couple days, and they'd already slept once in their tent and got soaked, and the 2 of them could fit in my one spot because they're small, and so I thought, well, and I'm the Appalachian. So, all right, I'll give them my spot, and I'll go set up my tent, which, and I found what I thought was a nice spot. And unfortunately, it was in a stream, and so I got wet, and the tent was wet, and it was just a wet situation. But that's, so what? That's all right, and it's just, be a good story later. And so, but here's the problem. Here's really the problem, is that, instead of not letting my left hand know what the right hand's doing, or instead of not being the kind of guy who sits up front and, makes a lot of noise when I put something in the collection plate, what I did and do and tend to is, make a big noise about it. It starts with telling Ash, and they're doing it too, Ash and Bag Lady, every time they see me, they're supposed to say, "You're awesome, Bone Spur." And then making sure everybody knew what I was doing. I even videoed when I left the tent, left the shelter, playing the martyr game. Came into the shelter this morning, talking about how wet I was. I really banged the gong there for playing the martyr routine. And I wish I didn't do that. I wish I didn't do that. I don't do that all the time, but now and then I do. And I was being funny about it, but still, it was I think I might have made maybe Tom a little uncomfortable. I'm not positive. I will ask him about that when I see him. So, at any rate, that's it. That's my story. I was trying to be the Appalachian. Instead, I wanted everybody to know that I was being the Appalachian. Even making YouTube content about it. Okay, folks, are you ready? Here we are in the Green Mountains of Vermont, and here is today's view. Yay! Maybe I should be content with more close-ups of flora and fauna, because that's really what's happening here. First slide and fall of the day there. Went down on my rear end, kind of easy. So, phone in hand was the problem. Okay, you see this stream? I just crossed it. I came down, hit a log, right below there, and then came across above this waterfall and came out right here. I've had several different reports about what you're supposed to do or not do, but that's what I did. I went below the log. Somebody just said you can go 300 yards up and it's better. Somebody told me to go above the log. I went below the log and I made it. Yeehaw! I have my umbrella up. Let's see if I can get through this. Just wide enough. All right, that'll do it. Woke up wet at the Goddard Shelter. Very wet, in a puddle. But so did everybody else, except for those in the shelter. And got everything out of the shelter, got everything out of my tent and put it in the shelter and dried up reasonably, warmed up. Hit the road about 9:30, I guess, hit the trail. And 10 miles into Bennington and had some more mud and water and roots and rocks and falls and what have you. And exciting thing was going across that river crossing. And but we made it, and then coached a few others through it. And so then back to the Catamount last night and had a decent evening at the Rumbatos. Had some pizza and a salad, and hit the hay. Been having trouble uploading my video from the other day, but I think I may have figured that out. We'll see. It's at 99% right now, and hopefully that'll get uploaded. So that'll do it. May your eyes be filled with wonders, may your heart be full of joy, and may your footsteps be firm as you walk with God. Amen.